So? Let's solve it then.
Leave it. Help me with this. I need to get it unraveled.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Anita. I'm from Syracuse. Could you help me with
No. No, I'm not going to help you with anything. Who's in charge here?
GJ. GJ? Hey, GJ,
She in charge?
Yeah.
Is she a she?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
No. What you're doing here is illegal. I have an agreement with the owner. Goes back 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah. Do you have a permit for what you're doing? No. DA? A Grey Waterways plan? No. All you're doing is turning this place into a rubbish dump. And why is that raccoon walking away from me?
Well, that is GJ.
What is this?
It's T. GJ is in a different mental state.
What are you saying?
Well, she is different from everybody else.
Hi, everybody. I'm Peter Travers, and this is the special Sundance 2013 edition of Popcorn, where the movies that play here get a lot of attention for all kinds of reasons. And there's a movie here now called Top of the Lake, directed by Jane Campion and starring Holly Hunter, who's here. So, Holly, I'm going to ask you why you're here at the Sundance Film Festival.
Well, I'm here to support Jane, Campion, and Top of the Lake.
You two have worked together before, haven't
And
you?
we have. We did the piano together, and I'm a real believer in her inspiration, in her storytelling and her writing.
But what is Top of the Lake?
Well, it's a crime drama that takes place over 6 hours. So there's a luxury in the time, but not so much that the story can degrade. Which can happen with a series. You can lose the thread. You can lose the intense urgency that maybe the series started with. With the 6 hours, I think Jane was able to really stretch out, but still have a real taut ending. And it's a beautiful form for a filmmaker to get to take advantage of, and also for actors, because it's roomy,
I'll say.
There's more information that you get to give. I love it. I love, not only do I love it, but I love the idea of it. And I wish that it would happen more. It just needs to be financially feasible for the form to kind of take hold. But creatively, it's incredible.
Who are you playing in it?
I play a woman who is an enigma. A woman who's considered to be a guru, and who has a following, and who doesn't want a following, and doesn't consider herself a guru, and has resentment and honesty about her position, and acceptance too. I mean, it was a very difficult character for me to.
Why don't you feel a guru-like in life? Don't people come up to you and say, tell me,
Peter,
tell me.
There is, I do not ever say, follow me.
Really? It's never been said?
No.
No.
I don't write it, I don't print it, I don't tweet it, I don't.
Now, I'm just desperately intrigued to follow you. I want, before you leave here, to give me some guru-like advice before this is over.
I have none.
I'm not believing it. When you are working again with Jane Campion, and the piano didn't do too bad for you two, it did well. There's an Oscar on your shelf for it. Where is that? Did you bring it with you today? Where is it? Where do you put it? I don't like that. That's funny. No, she means it's not. No, it's not the guru thing. Where is that?
Well, I
award?
have met people who travel with their Oscars. I always think that's pretty funny.
It is hilarious, actually, and I fully don't expect you to have it, but I saw something beside it. So fun. I thought maybe here it is. It can be reduced to that.
I am Oscar.
Do you look at that thing, that little gold statue that everybody seems to be so concerned about year after year, and you're nominated 3-4 times, right? But you have it there. Is that a validation to you when you look at it?
Yeah. I mean, it was a validation that Al Pacino handed it to me. I mean, on stage. That was very meaningful to me. And of course, I can only imagine that there have been a few Oscars handed out to people who didn't particularly love the movie that they were being lauded for. And I'm not one of those because, I truly loved the whole experience of doing the piano, and then I think it was a very artistically beautiful movie. So,
How are you and Jane Campion different than you were when you made the piano? Now that
we're 20 years older.
Yeah, but that
That's
doesn't
one
really
thing.
mean anything. Some people, it could be 20 years and nothing's changed. Or with
Well,
the two of
and-
you, it could be. It could be an amazing difference.
It did feel a little like we were just continuing on with the same sentence, because we had, remained friends after the piano, and we've kind of traveled around. We've traveled together. We've met each other in various cities. So those kinds of friendships they have a special thing because you're making efforts to keep up with it, because she lives in Sydney and I live in New York. There was such an enormous trust that we built up when we did the piano, that this was very easy, and actually it was crucial too, because I wasn't sure how I could do this character. And so I needed to be able to trust her, and I needed to know that she knew the blueprint somehow. Like a nightingale wounded.